How's this for a honeycomb board from Comgrow? We're going to play with this thing coming up. I'm Roger, welcome to the shop and kind of hiding behind this honeycomb board here that Comgrow provided to me to demonstrate. I have a laser sitting here in front of me. It happens to be a ZB2 is the brand, M81, and it has a work area of 810 by 460 millimeter. So if you're cutting some large pieces, and I right now do not have any large pieces to cut, but I will still be demonstrating this honeycomb board. It does come with a stainless steel tray on the back, so that protects your spoil board or work surface. So if you happen to be doing this on your wife's dining room table, you don't ruin the finish. I wouldn't even attempt that. I could just imagine how many knots I'd have on my head. So what I'm going to do is get this thing set up on the laser here, and we'll put a file in and we'll do a bit of cutting. I'm going to be making a little bit of a Halloween pumpkin decoration that's all laser cut, and a good source for inexpensive wood for projects like this is actually Dollar Tree. You can get these shapes for $1.25. This happens to be a turkey, but I'm going to use this part of it to cut out my pumpkins. But this is a much cheaper way to buy this 3mm wood than going to a hobby store or someplace like that. Especially if you're going to paint it, then it doesn't matter so much what the finish looks like on it. So I'll get this set up on here and get my laser focused on top of the honeycomb, and we'll do a bit of cutting. If you're wondering about settings, my speed here is 300 millimeters per minute at 100% power. This particular laser does not have air assist, so I expect to see a bit of scorching. However, these are going to be painted. And this is a little two-part pumpkin that you will see when we get done here of what it looks like. So we'll frame this first, make sure that my cuts are all going to be on the wood. We don't want them elsewhere. We're good there. So we'll start this. Yeah, this is a two-part file. There are two pieces to this. And it's two parts of a pumpkin, and each one takes about 11 minutes to cut out. Obviously, I'm not going to sit here with the camera on while it cuts everything out. This will show the benefits of having a honeycomb board in the back rather than just doing it on a flat surface. Okay, so our first piece is cut here. So you can see there's very little scorching on the back side. This is where the wood changes color naturally. If this would have been laying on a flat surface, you would have seen scorching all over. So let me get the next one set up. We'll get that one cut. I know that this is going to be hard to explain, but you'll see when I get the other piece cut how this all goes together. When you have small work like this, you may need to use a little pick. This happens to be a little Harbor Freight, Pittsburgh tool, whatever. So you can poke these little pieces out. Don't poke your hand. It makes it a lot easier to get those little tiny pieces out. Just a little helpful hint there. We'll just take this one off of there and get it cleaned up. Okay, so how does this go together? Well, they need to be painted, but I'll show you how they go together. This one will get painted black. This one will get painted orange. It goes together like so. And you got a pretty neat little Halloween decoration there. There's a demonstration of honeycomb board from Comgrow. Had a bigger piece to cut. I would have demonstrated it, but I don't have any pieces big enough to actually fit this board here right now. But I thought I'd make this little decoration here. And yes, I know one of the questions that's going to come is, can you share that file? No, I can't. I could tell you where to get it. If you go on designbundles.net, you can find quite a few different laser cut projects, and you could purchase the SVGs and the files to make those. And that is where this came from. It was purchased from Design Bundles. And Not sponsored by them. They didn't give it to me. I bought it. However, the honeycomb board was provided to me by Comgrow to demonstrate. And one of the things I like about this is it's sturdy made, and the tray on the bottom is literally a tray. It's not just a sheet of sheet metal that can, that the honeycomb board can slide around. It's an actual tray that the honeycomb board fits in, and if you need to clean it out from little parts and pieces falling down inside, the honeycomb board lifts out of the tray, you empty the tray out, put it all back together, and you're good to go. There'll be a link in the description on where to get the Comgrow board, and I'll put a link in the description for designbundles.net where you can get this particular file if you're interested in making it. And I'll have a link down there if you're interested in one of these large format ZB2 M81 lasers. If you got anything out of this, appreciate getting a thumbs up. Always helps the channel. I'm Roger in the shop. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.